Reading book. English grammar. Hello there. English grammar is the set of rules and principles that govern the structure and usage of the English language. It encompasses various aspects such as syntax, morphology, phonetics, and semantics. Understanding and applying proper grammar is essential for effective communication in both written and spoken English. Parts of speech. English words can be categorized into different parts of speech, such as nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. Each part of speech plays a specific role in constructing sentences. Parts of speech. 1. Noun. A word that represents a person, place, thing, or idea. Examples: dog, city, love. 2. Pronoun. A word used in place of a noun to avoid repetition. Examples: he, she, they. 3. Verb. A word that expresses an action, occurrence, or state of being. Examples: run, eat, is. 4. Adjective. A word that describes or modifies a noun or pronoun. Examples: beautiful, tall, delicious. 5. Adverb. A word that describes or modifies a verb, adjective, or another adverb. Examples: quickly, very, well. 6. Preposition. A word that shows a relationship between a noun, or pronoun, and another word in the sentence. Examples: in, on, at. Parts of speech. 7. Conjunction. A word that connects words, phrases, or clauses. Examples: and, but, or. 8. Interjection. A word or phrase that expresses strong emotions or sudden exclamations. Examples: wow, oh, oops. Sentence structure. English sentences typically follow a subject-verb-object (SVO) structure, where the subject performs the action described by the verb on the object. However, there are various sentence structures, including simple, compound, complex, and compound-complex sentences. Sentence structure. 1. Subject. The subject is the noun or pronoun that performs the action or is being described in the sentence. It answers the question, who, or what, the sentence is about. Example: she is reading a book. 2. Verb. The verb is the action or state of being in the sentence. It shows what the subject is doing or the condition it is in. Example: she is reading a book. 3. Object. The object is the noun or pronoun that receives the action of the verb. It answers the question, whom, or what, the action is being done to. Example: she is reading a book. 4. Adjective. An adjective is a word that describes or modifies a noun or pronoun. It provides more information about the subject or object. Example: she is reading a fascinating book. 5. Adverb. An adverb is a word that describes or modifies a verb, adjective, or another adverb. It provides more information about the action or condition. Example: she is reading a book quickly. Sentence structure. 6. Prepositional phrase. A prepositional phrase consists of a preposition followed by a noun or pronoun. It shows the relationship between other words in the sentence. Example: she is reading a book in the library. 7. Conjunction. A conjunction is a word that connects words, phrases, or clauses. It helps to join different parts of the sentence. Example: she is reading a book, and taking notes. Tenses. English has several tenses, including past, present, and future, which indicate the time at which an action occurs. Each tense has different forms and is used to express different situations or states. Tenses. 1. Past tense. The past tense is used to talk about actions or events that have already happened before the present moment. It is formed by adding ed to regular verbs, while irregular verbs have specific past tense forms. Example: she walked to the store yesterday. 2. Present tense. The present tense is used to talk about actions or events happening in the current moment or general truths. It is also used to express habitual actions or future events scheduled on a fixed timetable. Example: she walks to the store every day, or the train leaves at 9 a.m. tomorrow. 3. Future tense. The future tense is used to talk about actions or events that will happen after the present moment. It is often formed using will, or going to, before the base form of the verb. Example: she will walk to the store later, or, I am going to visit my friend next week. Agreement. Subject-verb agreement is crucial in English grammar. The verb must agree with the subject in terms of number, singular or plural. Similarly, pronouns must agree with their antecedents in gender and number. Agreement. Certainly. In English, there are different ways to express agreement or consent. Here are a few common phrases. 1. Yes, I agree. 2. I agree with you. 3. That's right. 4. Absolutely. 5. I couldn't agree more. 6. You're absolutely right. 7. I'm on board with that. 8. I'm in complete agreement. 9. I share the same opinion. 10. You have my full support. Punctuation. Proper punctuation is essential for clarity and understanding in written English. It includes the use of commas, periods, question marks, exclamation marks, colons, semicolons, quotation marks, and more. Punctuation. 1 period, used to indicate the end of a sentence or an abbreviation. Example, I went to the store. 2 comma, used to separate items in a list, join independent clauses, or indicate a pause in a sentence. Example, I bought apples, oranges, and bananas. 3 question mark, used at the end of a sentence to indicate a direct question. Example, where are you going? 4 exclamation mark, used to express strong emotion or emphasis. Example, what a beautiful sunset. 5 colon, smiley face, used to introduce a list, explanation, or quotation. Example, there are 3 primary colors, red, blue, and yellow. 6 semicolon, winking face, used to separate 2 closely related independent clauses. Example, I have a meeting at 10 a.m. I need to prepare for it. Punctuation. 7 quotation marks, used to enclose direct speech or a quotation. Example, she said, I will be there soon. 8 apostrophe, used to indicate possession or contraction. Example, John's car is red. Or, it's a beautiful day. 9 dash, used to indicate a pause or interruption in a sentence or to emphasize information. Example, I have 3 favorite colors, blue, green, and purple. Word order. English follows a specific word order in sentences, generally known as the subject-verb-object, SVO, order. However, word order can vary depending on the sentence structure and emphasis. Word order. 1 subject-verb-object, SVO. This is the standard word order in English declarative sentences. The subject is typically the person or thing performing the action, the verb represents the action itself, and the object is the recipient of the action. Example, she, subject, bought, verb, a book, object. 2 verb subject object, VSO. This word order is often used in questions and commands. Example, did, verb, you, subject, finish, verb, your homework, object. 3 subject object verb, SOV. This word order is common in languages like Japanese or Korean, but it can also be found in certain English sentence structures, particularly in formal or poetic contexts. Example, the sun, subject, sets, object, slowly. 4 adjective noun, AN. When describing a noun with an adjective, the adjective usually comes before the noun. Example, the big, adjective, house, noun. 5 adverb verb, AV. Adverbs often come before the verb they modify. Example, she, subject, quickly, adverb, ran, verb, to the store, object. 6 time place manner, TPM. When providing information about time, place, and manner, the typical order is time, place, and then manner. Example, he, subject, went, verb, to the park, place, yesterday, time, by bus, manner. Agreement in gender and number. In English, nouns, pronouns, and determiners must agree in gender, masculine, feminine, or neuter, and number, singular or plural, with the words they refer to. Agreement in gender and number. Gender agreement. In English, most nouns do not have grammatical gender. However, pronouns and some nouns referring to people or animals can have gender distinctions. For example, he and she are pronouns that indicate gender. He is used for males, while she is used for females. Some nouns that refer to people or animals may also have gender-specific forms, such as actor, male, and actress, female. Number agreement. Singular nouns typically take singular verbs, while plural nouns take plural verbs. For example, the cat is sleeping, singular, versus the cats are sleeping, plural. Adjectives and pronouns also need to agree in number with the nouns they modify or replace. For example, she is happy, singular, versus they are happy, plural. Verb conjugation. English verbs change their form to indicate tense, aspect, mood, and agreement with the subject. Regular verbs follow a predictable pattern, while irregular verbs have unique conjugation forms. Verb conjugation. Tense. Verbs in English can be conjugated to indicate different tenses, such as present, past, and future. For example, present tense, I eat an apple. Past tense, I ate an apple. Future tense, I will eat an apple. Person and number. Verbs can also be conjugated to match the person, first, second, or third, and number, singular or plural, of the subject. For example, first person singular, I eat an apple. Second person singular, you eat an apple. Third person singular, he eats an apple. First person plural, we eat an apple. Second person plural, you eat an apple. Third person plural, they eat an apple. Mood. Verbs in English can also be conjugated to indicate different moods, such as indicative, imperative, conditional, and subjunctive. For example, indicative mood, she is studying for her exam. Imperative mood, study for your exam. Conditional mood, if I had studied, I would have passed the exam. Subjunctive mood, I suggest that he study for the exam. Articles. English has three articles, a, and the. A, and are indefinite articles used before singular countable nouns, while the is the definite article used before specific or previously mentioned nouns. Articles. Definite article, the. The definite article, that, is used to refer to a specific noun or when the noun is already known to the listener, reader. Example, the cat is sitting on the mat. Indefinite articles, a, and, n. The indefinite article, a, is used before singular countable nouns that begin with a consonant sound. Example, I saw a car on the street. The indefinite article, an, is used before singular countable nouns that begin with a vowel sound. Example, she is an actress. Modal verbs. Modal verbs such as can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would, and oughta are used to express ability, possibility, permission, obligation, and more. Modal verbs. One can. Used to express ability, possibility, or permission. Example, I can swim. Two could. Used to express past ability or possibility, or to make polite requests. Example, could you please pass me the salt? The 3rd of May. Used to express possibility or permission. Example, it may rain tomorrow. 4 might. Used to express a smaller possibility or to make polite suggestions. Example, you might want to bring an umbrella. 5 must. Used to express strong necessity or obligation. Example, you must finish your homework. 6 should. Used to express advice, recommendation, or obligation. Example, you should eat healthy food. 7 would. Used to express polite requests, preferences, or hypothetical situations. Example, would you like some tea? 8 will. Used to express future actions or intentions. Example, I will call you later. 9 shall. Used to make suggestions or to express future actions in formal English. Example, shall we go for a walk?